Hello my beauty family, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, hi, my name is Victoria and I'm here to share with you my passion about makeup and skincare. So if you still haven't joined my family, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you will be notified about my future videos. Also follow me on Instagram and I have a TikTok account with the same username. In one of my previous videos where I was showing you my Sephora spring event haul, what I got, I was talking with you about some purchases I made in a store, some purchases store was missing and I had to go online. So finally, one of the complexion products that I got, I'm ready to review and I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna do today a little bit different video because usually when I do a wear test for foundation, I do this for the whole day to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm doing crazy wear tests. Usually I'm going to work out, I'm running errands, I'm always on the go. So you guys would be able to see how the foundation holds throughout the busiest day in your life. I'm excited about today's video because I'm gonna do 2 days wear test. What? Yep. I'm gonna film for you 2 days. I'm gonna show you how everything looks. I'm really excited because I wanted to try this foundation for so long. I was kind of in between this one and Ilia new launch. I still want to try Ilia, okay? So guys, if you want to see me trying Ilia foundation, let me know, leave me a comment down below and I'll do the wear test for you. But today, let's talk about this Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation SPF 25 with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. It retails for $42. So I got the lightest possible shade. It's very light, neutral 100. So it's a light shade with neutral undertones, that's pretty clear. And I hope it's not too dark for me because some foundations can be way too dark for me even though it's the lightest shade. Fingers crossed. I'm here to check this out. I'm really excited about this launch. It has so many good ingredients for your skin. It has so many benefits. It's like applying skincare and makeup at the same time. It has beautiful glass bottle. It's really minimalistic. I love the way it looks. I really like the packaging, I'm not gonna lie. I love the cap, how they made it look. It's pretty heavy. Glass bottle is heavy and it has a pump and I really like pumps. I don't know guys, I'm a pump person. Are you a pump person? Because I am. So this foundation is supposed to give you medium coverage, natural finish. It has SPF 25 that's reef safe. It's really important. Also, it's clean at Sephora and it's supposed to be good for uneven texture and dullness. So based on the fact that you have a lot of good ingredients in this foundation, it will help you to keep your skin really hydrated and glowy looking. I am a dry skin, dry sensitive, so I expect from this foundation a lot for my skin. But if you are oily skin, I'll see how it's gonna work because let me tell you one thing, you need to be really careful with dewy foundations, dewy finishes. If you have oily skin, you definitely can wear those, but make sure you're having like in your purse some kit, like type of Rare Beauty kit. I love the whole idea of Rare Beauty kit because I was shopping recently at Sephora. I was looking at this. It has blotting papers and it has also like a powder puff. It's so good for oily skin. But the point I'm making is if you have oily skin, you absolutely can wear dewy finish, dewy foundation, but just be careful about this. You can play around with mattifying primers, you can play around with setting sprays that would control your oil. I have big expectations from this foundation. So guys, first thing first, let me apply this foundation onto my skin. I prepped my skin, I did skincare routine, I applied moisturizer. I'm not gonna apply any primer just because I feel like I did really great skincare routine for the morning time. My skin looks pretty glowy, so I'm happy with the results. I'm gonna skip my primer today. I'm gonna do a small pump at the back of my hand. So first concern I have, it can be too dark, which is, let me see, is it the case actually? So it does blend really nicely. It's a little bit darker than my skin, I can tell this from now, but it does blend so beautifully. Look at that guys. Look how glowy my hand looks. That's actually really beautiful. I think it's gonna be a beautiful shade when I will get a little bit of tan. I'm thinking about doing self-tan, honestly. It's a little bit safer than sunlight. And I'm not quite, because of the work I have, I'm not quite going outside lately. Yeah, if you want me to check some self-tan products, I'm kind of thinking about starting this journey. Definitely leave me a comment down below because I got some drops and I got spray. That can be something because look at me, I'm so pale. So I need to make sure that I'm finding the right product that will not make me orange and still will give me that beautiful kind of like a hint of the gold. I think it's gonna be pretty good for my skin, maybe slightly too dark. Another concern I have, usually when I use foundations with SPF, they give me like a flashback when I'm taking pictures. Obviously we will do a wear test. So I'm using my beauty blender. I'm trying to build the coverage using this foundation. It blends into my skin really nicely. It's really light. You know guys, it kind of reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. So I'm kind of really curious to see how it's gonna wear throughout the day, because it's giving me this dewy finish that can get oily and greasy if you will not be careful about this and if you will not be smart about this. That's why we have a lot of primers, we have a lot of setting sprays, we have powders, we have the same blotting paper. We have nowadays a lot of things to control this. Alright guys, so I applied this foundation. My face looks really glowy, but it's a really nice glow, this healthy glow. Let me tell you a few things about this foundation. How do I feel about this straight after application? So first of all, it's such a lightweight formula. I barely feel this on my face. I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. And what I can add to this, that this shade is a little bit too dark for me. It's slightly darker than my skin tone, even though it's the lightest shade. Like I told you guys, sometimes it's not quite my shade, but what I can do, I can order the lightest cold undertone and then mix those shades, which can give me my custom shade. B, what I can do is I'm gonna get some tan, just because it's getting close to the summertime, my favorite time of the year, hey! And I think it's gonna be just perfect shade for me because I'm not getting a lot of sun, but I'm still obviously getting some sun. So it does look like my perfect summer shade. And I really like the feeling this on my face. Like I already mentioned, it's such a lightweight formula. Let me tell you the key ingredients of this foundation. So it contains hyaluronic acid, which is the most common humectant in all skincare / makeup products. Next ingredient is going to be niacinamide. So when I was talking about oily skin, I mentioned you guys that you need to be really careful with this formula, but you definitely can wear this formula. So niacinamide, usually what it does, it's brightening your face, it's getting rid of hyperpigmentation, of discolorations, of acne scars. It helps you to control your oil. So if you have oily skin, this ingredient is your best friend in makeup. If you're talking about skincare and makeup, just because it helps you to control your oil, it helps you to visibly brighten, smooth and even out your skin tone, which is amazing. Next we have here peptides. So peptides are amazing. Guys, I love peptides. Recently I started using moisturizer with peptides. If you want to know what moisturizer I'm using and why do I like peptides, check out my previous video where I was talking about my Sephora haul. I'll link it down below. I got a lot of stuff there and I was telling you guys why I chose products with this or that ingredients for dry skin. If you have dry sensitive skin, it's gonna benefit you in an amazing way. And just overall guys, if you want to know what I got, if you want to know what's good on the market right now and what I'm really happy to use, check that video out. So peptides can visibly plump and hydrate your skin. They basically protect your skin from environmental stressors as well. It's gonna be something that your skin will benefit from. Next here we have squalane, we have pro vitamin B5 and we have arnica. So guys, there is squalane that your skin is naturally producing. Squalane can be a plant derivative. It's basically an oil that's gonna help you to hydrate your skin. Other ingredients I mentioned are gonna balance your skin ideal oils and moisture barrier. They're gonna make your skin plump, they're gonna make your skin smooth, they're gonna give you this dewy finish, which is amazing. So overall, this foundation has a lot. It's definitely filled with goodies. It does have a scent. Honestly guys, I think that I can smell squalane here. So if you're familiar with products that have squalane in a high concentration, you definitely know how it smells. So it has some scent. It's not overpowering, don't worry about this. I'm really sensitive to the scents in my makeup and skincare, so I can definitely tell you it's not overwhelming, it's not bad. Also, I want to mention that's really important that this product is vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, and it comes in a recyclable packaging. Kosas usually safe for sensitive skin. That's why I'm kind of looking at those brands like Kosas, like Tower 28, like Say, they all produce really good products. They are all dermatologist tested, they are dermatologist approved. They usually make new formulas based on the consumer that has sensitive skin, that has eczema, that has some issues skin related. It just means that if you don't have sensitive skin, you definitely will like this product, but if you do have sensitive skin, feel free to use it as well, because it's safe for sensitive skin. Now I want to see how this foundation is gonna hold while I'm gonna apply my makeup. So let me apply my makeup. I'm gonna tell you how does it look overall, how all the products applying on the top, is everything blending seamlessly or do you have some issues. We'll do a wear test. So I'm gonna go and run some errands. I'm gonna film a video from the car, I think. Then I'm gonna go to work out, and I probably will come back to you here and I'll show you everything, how everything looks. I'm sure we will see a lot of changes, and then I will come back to you before I go to sleep and I'll tell you my final thoughts about wearing this foundation for the whole day. And tomorrow I'm gonna do second day of wear test, and then I'll make sure to let you know should you buy this foundation and is it actually a great launch. Okay guys, so my makeup is ready. I decided to do a really natural look. I really like how everything came out. Hopefully guys you enjoyed this as well. I have few things to tell you about this foundation. So I haven't mentioned, but this foundation has 30 milliliters, which is gonna be 1 fluid ounce. It's pretty average size. Also, when we're talking about sunscreen, it has zinc oxide 7.5%. It's also gonna be a little bit drying for your skin. So when I was applying this foundation and when I was applying like my makeup on the top, I noticed that it kind of acts like a mineral sunscreen, just because first of all everything's blending on the top amazingly. It's so smooth, it's so glowy, it's such a natural beautiful finish without looking heavy, without feeling heavy. So I don't expect it to be super long wearing, just because as every sunscreen you need to reapply it every 2 hours, and if it has sunscreen you definitely need to touch up your face. I will not do this today, I will not do this tomorrow, and I'll let you know how everything's working out without touching up. So far, I think my skin looks beautiful. Honestly, I'm really impressed. I like how glowy it looks. I like how it just literally blended. It's not settling up into my wrinkles, into my fine lines. It has pretty decent coverage. It's really natural. I do think that the lightest shade is a little bit too dark for me, which is a bummer, but it's gonna be good. Don't expect from this foundation to be full coverage. It's not even claims to be full coverage. It's such a beautiful natural finish. I think it looks a little bit less greasy than Beautiful Skin from Charlotte Tilbury. And guys, don't get me wrong, I really like this foundation too. So far, Kosas for me works a little bit better from what I've seen, but this is just my first impression. We will see how it's gonna look on my skin after working out, after running errands, and on the day 2. It just, I feel like we'll see a lot. So far, I think this foundation is beautiful. It's giving you such a beautiful glowy finish, really natural, really lightweight. Definitely gives your skin so many benefits and SPF that we really need right now. I really like it. Honestly, when I was reading the ingredients list before ordering this foundation, I knew I'm gonna like it, and I knew I shouldn't expect it to be long wearing, but who knows? Who knows, guys? So I'm gonna go and run some errands. I'm gonna check with you throughout the day just to show you how everything looks, just to tell you my overall opinion throughout the day, and let's see how this foundation will work out for us. Hopefully everything will work out amazingly, but who knows? Who knows? So yeah, I'll see you basically in a moment. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you how everything looks in natural light. I feel like my skin looks really glowy. Sorry, my hand is kind of shaky, I don't know why. So take a look on my skin. It does look really natural. Hey guys, so I want to update you about this foundation after wearing this for 2 hours. So I'm kind of in the middle of running errands, and I decided that I'm gonna show you how my face looks. So I feel like the foundation melted and basically became like my second skin. It looks really natural, it looks really glowy. I really like it. So far so good. Hey guys, so I just was working out and I came back. You know what, let me apply a little bit of lip oil on my lips because my lips look really dry. Alright, that's a little bit better. So I was wearing this foundation for, let me see, it's like 5:40 type-ish. Let's round this to 6 hours. It's been a while. So what I can tell you guys, my foundation started finally to act as a sunscreen. If you look at my face, it's giving like a more white cast. I don't have quite ghosty face like, I could possibly get from a foundation with a sunscreen. I want to mention that my makeup looks so beautiful on the top of this foundation. It stays on, so I don't know what's in this foundation, but it holds my makeup really nicely. I can say the same about my nose area. On my chin, I don't know guys will be able to see, but on my chin and over here, it looks like, when you're applying sunscreen and then foundation on the top, it definitely looks the same way. It's just kind of like a crusty. You can see makeup here, and as I mentioned before, this foundation started to finally act as a sunscreen. You see all the cons, you see the pros. Also I want to mention that I had over here pimple. It was a little bit fresh and now it's dried out. Impressive, not gonna lie. I can't wait honestly to see how it's gonna look in a few hours. I'm thinking about do some touch-ups. Should I do some touch-ups? Nah. Let's keep it. Let's just see how it's gonna look when you have a busy day without the ability to touch your face with any type of makeup products or even reapplying foundation, which is normally you would need to reapply this foundation at least like in a really thin layer just to make sure that this sunscreen is actually working. Overall feeling of this foundation on the skin is really lightweight, which is really enjoyable. I like how my skin looks from far away. The way how it looks a little bit closer, I'm not happy with those areas, specifically here, and a little bit over here, but this is a T-zone, so maybe there's possibility that I was, getting oily in the T-zone, which could happen. Like close to the summertime, I'm getting normal to combination skin, so maybe because I was working out like crazy, maybe oil was coming out of the zone, and this is how foundation looks when your face is oily. That's why I'm telling you guys that you need to be really careful with this formula if you have oily skin. But overall, like, look at my skin. It does look really pretty. It does look really natural. It almost doesn't look like I'm wearing something. My nose looks a little red, but I was working out, so I'm doing for you guys crazy wear test. Tomorrow I'll go to work. I hope it's gonna be a little bit, not as crazy as today, because today I have a lot of stuff to do and I'm all over the place, but I'll let you know how it looks tomorrow when I'm gonna have like my working day. No touch-ups as well. Overall, I like how everything looks. You see everything by yourself, guys, but I think it holds really nicely, based on the fact that I was wearing this for almost 6 hours and I was working out and I was running errands, and it just, my face is exposed to the sun, to dust and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it holds nicely. I honestly even didn't expect it to look so nicely after all these crazy things I was doing, but it does look good. Hey guys, I'm back and I'm finally finishing my wear test for today. It's been 13 hours and my face doesn't look fresh.
Are you trying to hurt my feelings? Because if so, you are succeeding. Fortunately, my feelings regenerate at twice the speed of a normal man's.
That spots that didn't look good, like in the middle of a day, got worse. So here, over here, my nose, like, it's a disaster. And here, my cheeks look really good. And I applied blush over here and highlighter. I didn't use anything else. And look how flawless my cheeks look. That's crazy. Even here it's kind of separated. Doesn't mean that if you will set your face or you will apply something on the top of the foundation, it actually will look really nice throughout the day. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't expect this foundation to be the most long-wearing foundation, and it's not the most long-wearing foundation, but it just gives you such a beautiful glowy look. And even though I'm about to go to sleep, I still can't believe that my face looks so glowy and so beautiful. And also, I want to mention one thing, like when I'm touching my face, there's almost nothing on my fingers. Usually there's like foundation, but there's like something, but it's not gonna destroy your clothes, you know what I mean? When I'm touching my face, it's kind of giving me that powdery finish. You know when you're wearing sunscreen under foundation, this is the most common situation I can compare it to. It gives you such a powdery finish when you wear this throughout the whole day. This is the same effect, but it looks glowy. Just when you're touching this, it's not greasy. Does it make sense? It's absolutely beautiful, not a long-wearing foundation. I think this formula is gonna be amazing for summertime. It's just amazing. It has all goodies that you need for summertime. It gives you amazing protection. I want to mention that my under eye look really good. It's not creasing crazily, it just looks smooth. That's insane. Yeah, there's just foundation disappeared kind of, but it looks pretty good. And I haven't touched my face. I just was reapplying my lip products over and over again because my lips were dry and I was eating, so I had to reapply again. I definitely would recommend you to pick this up. Don't expect it to be super long wearing. Honestly, it's not the point of this foundation, but it's gonna give you that beautiful natural look. It's not oxidizing like crazy. Somehow, when I look at my skin right now, it just blends with my skin. It's almost like it's melting into your skin, and then it's kind of like changing the color. Doesn't make sense. You can see how the color on my face perfectly going into my neck, and that's the whole point of your foundation. It has to look flawless. It has to be blended beautifully with your skin tone. If you like sunscreen, if you like protection in your foundation, if you're that type of person who's just on the go all the time, who needs just one touch and that's all, you don't like anything else, this foundation is for you. But if you're a full coverage person and if you have oily skin, I wouldn't recommend this foundation for you. So I think every product has their own consumer. I think this is a beautiful launch and I would highly recommend you guys to pick this up. Just look at some key points I made for you in this video and let's see what's gonna happen tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna go and wash my face, and what we're gonna do, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Let's challenge this foundation by wearing this to work. Shall we? Guys, I didn't mean to come back again, but I just washed my face. I literally just did double cleansing and I want you to take a look at my skin. It looks so bright and glowy. Like, I feel like this foundation literally gave me that boost of hydration I needed. And even though I washed my face, it looks so nice and plump. I think that those ingredients that this foundation has can actually visibly improve your skin. Like, it's pretty impressive. Guess who's back? So I haven't planned this. I wasn't supposed to do this. I did 16 hours wear test for this Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. Well, if you look at my skin, you'll see that, girl, I had a hell of a day, okay? I had a hell of a day. I didn't even think that it's gonna be like that. So let me tell you a few things about this foundation, few key points I want you to remember if you're thinking about purchasing this, or if you purchase this and you're thinking what to do, like when to wear this, how to combine this with another active ingredients, because it has a bunch of goodies that you need to be smart about. So first of all, take a look at my skin. You can definitely see there's some spots, kind of lost foundation, like my nose area over here on the chin. Forehead looks pretty decent, not too shabby. over here. Guys, blush stayed for a whole day. That's crazy. I was wearing today NARS Orgasm blush and it just stayed for a whole day, which is insane. So look guys, what I've noticed. Approximately in the middle of the day, I noticed that my foundation was a little bit separated over here on my smile lines, under my eye. So I just did this tip. I didn't do any touch-ups except of my fingers to like kind of smooth out this top layer of the foundation, but I didn't add any powder. I didn't spray my face again. I didn't reapply this foundation. I probably would reapply this if I would go out in the sun, but I was working all day, so I kind of was in a building and it was really rainy. This was one of the days when you're just happy that you don't have any plans for outside, you know what I mean? But besides of those small things, I haven't noticed any crazy issues. Like, let's put it like that, this foundation is gonna be definitely good for dry skin. It's not giving you full coverage, but don't expect it. It claims to be medium coverage. It does give you medium coverage. You can definitely build the coverage. It's really lightweight. It blends beautifully. It kind of like sinks into your skin. It gives you such a flawless canvas for your makeup. For some reason, guys, I'm telling you, my Orgasm blush usually don't last for so long. So something in this foundation that holds it way better than, let's say, my Lancome foundation that I really like. It oxidized teeny tiny amount, not too drastic, not too crazy, but still it's oxidized. I think almost every foundation oxidizing on me. I'm not surprised anymore. It is what it is. Next, kind of close to the end of the working day, I noticed over here on my forehead a little bit, like small like dots. And this happens usually when I use sunscreen before applying my foundation. But that's why I would encourage you to reapply your sunscreen, at least to do some dots, and it's gonna help to smooth out your complexion, which is like what you need to do, because sunscreen normally you would reapply every 2 hours. I was really enjoying looking into my skin. I feel like this is such a beautiful foundation for people who are really minimalistic with their makeup routine. For people who have dry skin, who have normal skin, who have combination skin. With combination, I would do some touch-ups and a T-zone. But overall, this foundation will not give you a hard time. For oily skin, I'm not sure. Like, it has niacinamide, and niacinamide is such a great ingredient. It controls your oil, so it's supposed to be good for oily skin. I'm kind of cautious about oily skin and all of those hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, squalane, pro vitamin B5. People with oily skin have to be a little bit careful with dewy finish. You definitely can wear dewy foundation. I'm not saying that you can't, but make sure that you're setting your foundation with powder. You can use some mattifying primer. You can use some setting spray that's going to be oil control or oil free specifically. Kind of like a play around to see what's working for you, what combo would help you to achieve that dewy look without looking greasy. You know, I'm pretty excited. I was looking at my skin throughout the whole day. I was meaning to film a video in the middle of the day, but it was such a crazy day, so just now I have time to finally sit down and film this part. But I'm so happy I had the opportunity to do a crazy wear test, and I'm happy that I did this. So now I have my full opinion about this foundation, and now I can share with you my opinion. Yeah, I think that's pretty powerful. I think that's a great foundation, so I'm so happy that I actually picked this up. And that's it for today, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. Hopefully you took for yourself some key points about this foundation. Hopefully I helped you to make your own decision about this foundation. Also, guys, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you still haven't. Please help me with this YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. And yes, thank you for staying with me today. I will see you all, guys, in my next video. Love you all very much. Bye.